YouTube? 1K Wish back with another video. I just want to thank everybody for 1,000 subscribers. Honestly, lately I've been, I don't know. I've been trying to take a break from social media and everything. I mean, I'm posting a lot right now, but that's on like social media to build my following. I know I ain't nobody, but yeah, got tired of editing. Wanted to take a moment to just like breathe, give my mind a mental break. Yeah. After pumping out so many videos in like a couple of weeks, again, I ain't no YouTuber, I ain't used to this shit. I feel like I had a strain on my brain. I don't know if that makes any sense, but just wasn't feeling to upload anymore. Go ahead. But yeah, I haven't really rode too much, honestly. I rode probably like 3 times ever since I got back from California, and just haven't really had the urge too much as I used to. But I got 1,000 subscribers on YouTube now, so I just gotta do it for y'all. Like I said, I know 1,000 ain't shit, but it's a good start for a couple of weeks, or at least a month or two of starting. But just enjoying myself. It's tough because I find it hard to find time to enjoy myself, but I know it's a lot easier said than done. I think rest is very important, but when you can only get so much of it, it's kind of tough. I've been trying to work on changing my jobs, and just getting out of that mess and just situating my career. I hope this works out, because if it does, that'd be fucking phenomenal. That would be super phenomenal, but I know things don't work out as perfect as they want. I want to turn off traction control, but I know I have no business doing so. Yeah, that's it. Trying to get a change up of jobs, trying to enjoy my time. I have a difficult time enjoying myself after I came back, especially coming back from work, going back to reality and just going to work. Shit's not fun. But besides that, I haven't really ridden much. The biggest reasons, I fell into a rabbit hole and just researched the R1 a little more, specifically the 2015s, 2016s. This is going to regard gearbox issues and crankcase issues. Oh my god. But I guess they would snap under a hard racing, if you will. Definitely is something that worries me. I'd love to push this bike, but there's a part of me where I understand that this bike suffers from a fatigue. Once you heat cycle it enough, the metals, the titanium inside the engine just get fatigued. It becomes a situation where it's a matter of time till your shit breaks. Crankcase, valves, exhaust valves, intake valves, but like, granted, that's all based upon the condition of the owner. If you're doing oil changes properly and actually doing them on time, that's going to be a big key component, I feel like, especially if you're not fucking abusing it 24 fucking 7. Granted, even for me, I would understand why you would want to abuse such a thing like this. I think it's absolutely lovely, and especially if you can abuse it without having or suffering repercussions, it's absolutely a phenomenal machine. The biggest takeaway with these is that your insurance, that shit's fucking stupid expensive. Like, can't say, bro, but insurance is retarded. Absolutely lovely machine. I can't really explain how this thing feels. I think it's an understatement to say it. I love it. I do love this machine. The crankcase issue definitely scares me. That's why 2016 had new shims installed. It's tough because, you know, transmission would explode too. Second, third, fourth. love this machine. I actually can't even like explain. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Not a big fan of speeding like crazy, by no means. It's tough. Listen, you can't blame me for what I like, and you can't hate me for what I do, because I have the resources. But I know I ain't nobody, but I'm trying to be somebody, I guess. Nah, but no persona. Honestly, like, this is me. This is true me. Shout out. It's tough. It's tough. In the world with so much fake shit, hopefully I'm not fake. I try to be as realistic as I can be. And in a world that's full of fucking unhopefulness, it can be very doubtful about being hopeful. But listen, I guess I'm trying to make it to be somebody, at least make some money from this shit. Like, I have a passion for motorcycles, but you know, it's just tough because like this hobby is very expensive. It's not cheap. It's fucking retarded. So hopeful. But listen, anyways, I'm gonna talk about me going into the rabbit hole of digging into the R1 engines. The crankcase has a lot of movement, and the next following years, Yamaha found that out. They had put in some shims to try to fix the problem, but it was the only thing that fixed the issue. So and it was never a recall done on the 2015s or anything like that. It was just all in the fucking, on the 2016s and above. Of course, titanium intake valves, exhaust into titanium valves, they'll break under fatigue. Over time, you use it, you drive it, you ride it, obviously, it's gonna break. And there's no way around it. There's no way around it. The only toughest part is just, you know, you go in and you replace those things before they break and become catastrophic failures to your engine. The timing goes off, there goes your crankcase, fucking crankshaft, crankcase, rods, pistons, and there goes a new engine, $6 grand down the drain. It definitely scares me, but I guess to say the least, I'm trying to take care of it, so I don't have any issues. But it's tough because there's no guarantees with these motors. People have blown them up as low as 4,000 miles and as high as 50,000 miles. There's just no telling. There's absolutely no telling. And yeah, just take you guys to a nice little spot here, get y'all a nice view, talk about my life a little bit, and talk about the R1's failure points. There's a couple failure points that I dislike about this R1, but by no means is it not worth it. The bike's worth it for every damn penny. But being able to justify a crankcase issue, or let alone like an catastrophic engine failure, trying to justify that because being early generations, or fucking whatever, being first generations, or just something that they didn't know about, is definitely a big issue. And yeah, welcome to Scottsdale Quarter. It's the land of the rich, pretty much. There's rich people all over here, and yeah, usually fun. But I'm just gonna enjoy this little ride and fucking take off. Oh, okay. But yeah, just find somewhere to park real quick. Skateboarding, that's lit. Scottsdale PD hates bikers, so I'm gonna try to keep it short here. But it's absolutely a lovely night. Just enjoying my night here, and just enjoying my day off on top of that as well. I think after working and after working for so much and just after coming back from vacation, it can be exhausting to go back to reality. But yeah, listen, we're back in Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona here, and we'll talk about the biggest failure points with the Yamaha R1. This is, like I said, the crankcase issue. The shim on the crankcase being solved by that. But again, that was in the newer years, 2016 ups. But the biggest other issue would be the swing arm. It'll rub on the chain and it'll get absolutely disgusting filled with metal. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about that. But they fixed it in the newer years with a longer plastic guide. And yeah, but justifying it to say it's worth it, I don't know. Not gonna say it is, not gonna say it's not. I think that's very personal preference based. If you have the funds to afford issues like that, of course high mileage bikes are going to be more prone to having those issues. It's just with fatigue, like I said, higher mileage, more fatigue, more use, you're just gonna eventually gonna break something. There's no way around it. These are high performance bikes, machines, if you will, and you can't really expect them to last forever, and especially if it's first generation. So take that with what you will, and yeah, take your chances. The toughest part about it is if you do come across a high mileage one that does give you issues, then you're kind of screwed. I don't like that. I actually don't like that. The wheel doesn't look crooked. I can't fucking tell. The road's straight, but yeah, like I said, you can tell why Scottsdale PD hates us. It's a lovely bike, but again, it's a fucking cop magnet. You're probably gonna get in trouble if you fuck around. Yeah, that's beautiful. I actually lost traction a couple of times, but yeah, but just been chilling, bro. Just been chilling, enjoying myself, trying to fucking try to get myself together, you know. And it's tough to get myself together, especially when you got a job, full-time job, you got a family you gotta fucking feed and take care of and figure all that shit out. Not even that, it's just tough because I'm not even gonna get personal. Anyways, this is my Yamaha R1. I don't know how much I'm gonna fucking cut out. This is fucking stupid. But in Scottsdale, Arizona, here we are. Absolutely lovely day in Arizona. Beautiful, beautiful day. As far as we'll talk about temperature on these bikes here, and how hot they run. Honestly, this bike, I got it in the winter, so I got it like 3 months ago actually, coming up to 4. But in this temperature right now, it's 60 degrees out, and I'm chilling. Like it's Of course, once I get stopped and I'm in like slow traffic, it really creeps up towards like 200. But once 205 gets in there, the fans kick on, as you can hear them. But they can run hot, especially in the summertime. And if you're riding these in summer, oh boy, your legs are about to be cooked. You ain't got much to do besides get cooked, because look at that, 200, 204. Besides that, yeah, they'll get up to temperature, and it seems to pull in really good ambient air. They're very consistent with ambient air, so like it never struggles with heat soaking, at least from my knowledge, at least my experience. I don't really ride my bike back to back to back to even heat soak it like that, but typically I'll ride it, take a little break like somewhere around here, enjoy the view, take some photos, take some videos, and then I'm on my way out. Typically I don't really go out to eat because I feel like I get very limited on my ability once I become too full, or even if after I work out too much, and well, not work out too much, but if I work out too hard and I'm stiff, or my muscles aren't just really fully not sore, if you will. And sometimes when they're real sore and shit, I actually don't like riding because I just think it limits my ability to really ride to my fullest. But by no means do I like, I'm a baby. Everyone call me a baby on this bike. I don't really care. I enjoy the fuck out of it. I think it's tough because the way that I ride definitely can seem like a pussy, but I'm not trying to blow up my engine. What the fuck? I'm so fucking confused. That looked like a longboard with an electric scooter on top, under it. I don't even fucking know. Anyways, damn, that was a wild thing. Besides that, I actually love this bike. I really do. I love the aesthetic. I love the sound. I would say, for me, again, I'm in a whole different financial standpoint than a lot of other people. I don't think my finances can match up with a lot of typical people. I think, and by no means, I'm not saying I'm rich. I'm not. I have no hands out, no nothing, no fucking, none like that. Nobody bought this for me. I bought this for myself. And I think, if motorcycling makes you happy, and this is something you aspire to have, I think it will make you very happy in ways that you couldn't even explain, I guess. But it's all up to the person that's watching this. If you like it enough, you love it enough, and you want it enough, you'll get it, and you'll love this shit. But if you don't, then you don't. You won't. But if you're a rider, you know how it is. I sold my CBR 1000, and literally 3-4 months later this thing came along, and I was irking to ride, but I definitely want to withhold myself. And I hit the guy up and I let him know pricing and everything, and we were definitely talking for a span of a couple days, and it took a couple days to really get going, but to get finished. Besides that, it's like once we got everything we talked through everything, I asked for some videos, and it just as simple as that. Asked for some photos, asked for condition, any issues and problems. He sent some videos, and next thing you know is 2 days later I'm driving to fucking California to pick this thing up. I think not everybody's gonna have that option to be able to do those things. Drive 10 hours one way, 10-hour round trip for a motorcycle within a couple of days span. I talked to the guy for specifically Speedy, and I didn't even know it was him when I bought it off him. I think it was just kind of fucking hilarious when it happened. The guy's big. Big guy's famous, and that shit's pretty nice to know. Came from a famous person, I guess. But I absolutely love it. I think the energy is definitely unmatched, unrivaled. I think it's tough. Everybody will tell me, yes, all these other bikes are faster. Yeah, I think all the other bikes are definitely better performing than this, but it's tough because this bike has a lot of character. and the character is worthwhile if you like just riding. If you enjoy riding, you're gonna love a machine like this. And it's not even about really being fast for me. I actually think it's more about the aspect of like rolling around in something you like, something that you aesthetically like, you internally love, if you will. And I guess it sounds goofy, but yeah. Besides that, I haven't really been uploading too many videos. I've just been real lazy. I guess you could say lazy, but have not had the urge or want to. Just been fucking just rolling through with life and enjoying my time when I can, because I think it can be tough just trying to find time to relax. And she starts up every single time. I don't know why everybody be complaining about those issues or starting issues, but I've never had those starting issues too. So again, I've only had it for 4 months. I sit her on a tender when I don't ride it for more than a week, honestly. But it's tough. This thing definitely grabbed some looks. I definitely forgot if I recorded. Everywhere. I don't know about the California situation about homeless people, but we'll touch upon the topic that Jigsaw Bro was actually talking about today. Going to car meets, bike meets, where you sit around and ride your bike and talk to a couple people, and that's it. That's kind of I don't know. Again, that's very opinionated. It can be very goofy to some people, and sometimes it's not. It's one of my favorite bikes I've ever owned, or let alone ridden, but I haven't owned this thing for long, but definitely would say I love it. Definitely opinionated. I'm not going to say that everyone's going to say the same thing. I still love this thing, even with the problems and the issues and the so-called blown up engines, weak crankcases, weak transmission gears. This thing has a lot of flaws. It's not perfect, but I actually think it's pretty phenomenal for what it is. I think a machine like this is absolutely lovely. I would recommend it for anybody. But yeah, a lot of issues with this bike. Really just insurance, swing arm issue. Swing arm are constantly rubbing no matter what. And yeah, weak crankcases, weak transmissions. And there's not much you can do about it. guys this for this video, just riding POV. Like I said, if I haven't said it enough, thank you for 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of y'all that do subscribe and hit the ring down below. I think it's absolutely crazy to think that 1,000 people did subscribe. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of yapping and a lot of riding, so enjoy the content, y'all. Hopefully if you guys did enjoy it, drop a like down in the comments. Drop a like down below and drop a comment if you want to see more of this shit, or you tell me what you want to see. It doesn't really bother me. Again, you guys have a great night, and I'm gonna cut the clip here.